So this is Toulan, and this is the first of these type of events. So welcome to the premiere. And I'm being extra as usual because it's an excuse. It's a meeting of the Kermishes. It is. It's probably the first time they've all been together. It's so sweet. Doug Auntie's Kermish is over here, and then there's 2 Kermishes over there. There's not so many in game. Isn't it your majesty for someone in royal highness for ruler? Oh, Dyson, I don't know. She introduced herself as H.M. Nara, which would be Her Majesty Nara. I don't know. Your Royal Highness. I was thinking that. Isn't she R.H. Nara? I don't think we should question her. I think she can call herself what she likes. Hello, Ray Dog. Thank you for the follow. And Sally, thank you for the follow. Turn left and go toward the TP. Is she leading us out already? Okay, let's go. Let's go see what's going on. Let's see if we can find her. We're supposed to get up front to see her. Oh, everybody's lagging like hell. I don't know if I'm lagging a wee bit. I want to get the best view for you guys. Look at all these people. It's so mad. Look up. Is she up? This. Oh, it's she's dancing. Let's go get a view of her clothes properly, because from this angle we're not getting her clothes properly. Give her a wee second until she loads. I'm sure she's not always in pants. We're going to avert our gaze until she loads. I don't want to pretend like I'm royalty. I'm allowed to wear my tiara, but I kind of want to just show her. There we go. She's back. Okay, so now we can show her. I was trying to be modest with our queen. So I'm only standing up here to show you our queen. This is H.M. Her Majesty Queen Nara of Toulan. This is the reluctant queen. Look at her crown. I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous. She doesn't look that reluctant. No, she doesn't. She's great, isn't she? Okay, I can jump back down now. You saw her, right? I can probably... Oh, look, she's been less pogo-y now that I've jumped down. Let me zoom up, because you want to see her, right? Oh, she does. Oh, because she's got a wee reluctant face. She's like... Okay, and this is her loyal following. Check out. Right, so apparently, so Queen Nara has arrived. I'm kind of giving you the view from Queen Nara just now, because you're sick and tired of seeing me, right? So from Queen Nara here, looking down, these are all the... What do we call the people who are the courtiers? I don't know. What do we call them? So this is Queen Nara's view on her court. Anyway, so there's been a horrible evil that has descended upon Toulan, because the Dark Nawa has been unleashed from when Queen Nara took over. So the Dark Nawa has been the rabble. The Dark Nawa has been unleashed, and because of the Dark Nawa, there's going to be some almighty mobs that are getting unleashed upon us. If you listen to the podcast, you know this. So anyway, looks like we're being asked to go out. Oh my god, look at the map! There are so many people. I'm trying my best to show you stuff and not get like in the way. You know how much I love to get in the way. So H.M. Queen Nara is saying, let me read you what she's saying. She says, "Greetings to Lan. I see there's a royal stream. Your Majesty already spoke with her." And then she says, catch up quickly. "The people of Toulan, we have a great challenge to face. A great evil is descending upon us. I call on our strongest warriors and Kingu to follow me to the east and defend the village." Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. It's funny you're going to think of me as your Queen Nara voice since I narrated her already. I like this. That's pants. Let me put a skirt on. Bloody getting like naked in the middle of the Queen's here. I have to be more, a bit more decorum, Bonnie, a bit more decorum. There we go. Trousers will do. Trousers will do. Righto. So what are we shooting at then? Everything. Oh, so these are level 52 Jeef Kahir legendaries. Yes. I mean, this is excellent. But no, I did qualify, genuinely qualified if I was allowed to wear a tiara. And they had said you can wear a tiara. You know what I'm like? Can I get dressed up? Any excuse. There's hardly any excuses you get in your lifetime to wear a fucking tiara. And if in a game where a queen appears as one of them, then I will take it. Absolutely will take this. Oh, I can't even see my health bar. Getting too excited. So we're defending the village from these Jeef Kahirs. Anyway, how are you guys all doing? Welcome to my wee stream. I know it's super early for my wee streams. I'm just going to throw my other pet out, the one who actually works for a living and not the lazy potato one. No, potato doesn't want to despawn. There we go. Look what's up. So many people, they need something like 100. Yeah, that'd be brilliant, Bella. So I wonder who's here. Oh my god, there's the boss. Totally squeaked. Bella, I'm blaming you for that. Oh my god, totally squeaked. I saw the 165 boss. Wow. Hallie, were these the ones you were telling us about? These are fucking cool. Let's see the page drop. Oh yeah. So I've got the oh sugar. Okay, they're all shouting in the Toulan chat. So to the up there, that's the Toulan chat. I've put it in yellow, so hopefully you guys can see it a wee bit better. I want to dress like this every time I stream. Hi, Debug, thank you. Oh my goodness, you've just reminded me I need to take an antibiotic. Oh crap, I forgot. Yeah, I've just got problems with my ear again. I'm just waiting on surgery for it. There's nothing I can do until surgeries are allowed again, essentially. But thank you for thinking of me. I appreciate that. He does die so fast. You're right, Bella. Yes, we're looking for chapters, not chapters. What they call pages. Pages. So essentially what they have on Toulan is a wee bit like what we had on Monria. Remember we had the chapters on Monria? But what they have here is they have pages, and each page is essentially a deed. So if you kind of think of it like they have deeds that are dropping in the loot. The deeds are for apartments, they're for shops, they're for booths. So you can loot yourself a shop on Toulan. I think that's super cool. And this is what we're going to be doing for this event, essentially, is we're going to try and loot ourselves some shops. Some of them have already been looted. I know, Bella, it's cool, huh? My wee dangly bit. Hey, health. There's more people than mobs! I'm going to stand back a wee second and show you. There are special pages that only drop during events. Oh, that's cool. Right, I need to AFK like 10 seconds. I'm going to leave everything open for you though, guys. I'll just be right back because I have to fix something super quickly. It's very early for me to be streaming. I just have to fix something really quickly. I'll be right back. Right, let's go shoot something. I even have my, all the way from Arabia itself, look on the back of my chair, do you see? I'm not being extra, not like super excited about this or nothing. But it jingles when I move my chair. Anyway, so this is the Virtual Sense Toulan event. The amount of people here is mad. They've really pulled this off. But we need more mobs. More mobbies. Oh look, it's a Kermish. Get it. Oh, these things flatten people. Oh, they're horrible. They're horrible. I'm going to stand way over here and pretend like it can't see me. There's close to 100 people here, JBK saying. I'm a wee bit, oh, too far over. There we go. Oh, I don't know, I could get used to this. It's Mokhat the King. Do you guys want me to put normal tunes back on, or are you cool with the sort of Arabian Nights feel we have just now? Do you want me to show you a local chat? I love all the challenges. Remember that this is, the Codex is open here just now. So what we're getting over here is we're getting Codex rewards, which is even better. Barry, Duhal, Jivka here, Mokhat, Tab, Thwar, Wahesh and Zajir are all on. Sounds good now. It sounds good now. Okay, thank you, Dysona. I wonder who's spawning them. So the Virtual Sense people, the team on Virtual Sense are now the controllers. I don't know if owners is the right word, but certainly the controllers of both Monria and Toulan, and they are waiting for their official avatars. They all have avatars, but because Monria was a moon and not a planet, they, I think, didn't have official avatars. They had normal avatars. And now they have a planet as well as a moon, so they're due to have their official avatars, which is so cool. Hi Firefly, how are you? The waves of people going back and forth. I was thinking that asteroids. I'm like, follow the group, follow the group, follow the group. Oh, it's a Thor, it's a Calbane. I love the Calbane. Calbane is one of my funniest clips of me laughing really hard because he flattens people. But there's so many people here that this is so cool. Standing here, don't worry, the reinforcements are on the way. Yes! You're fine, you're just chasing your FFA off. Get it, get it. Come on, more mobbies, more mobbies. Look at all these people. Right, let me show you the nearby. So we're on 5 pages of nearby, so that's 20 times 5, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's have a wee look at the chat. Looks like these mobs are just dying instantly. Wipe spray. The Duhals have... Oh, so Queen Nara has said that the Duhals have been enhanced and they have been spotted in the Snowy Mountains. The Snowy Mountains? That's a TP, right? Snow stretch. Something just died in front of me. The enemies are too weak, I was thinking that. So she says that they've been spotted in the Snowy Mountains. What do we do? Do we stay here or do we go to the Snowy Mountains? Oh, something just landed. Hey up. We're just surrounded by juvenile jellies. I thought I saw the ground shake. So yeah, we have to go to north of Seehof. Is this intel just in? Yeah, let's do that then. Let's go have a look. We're getting moved. Oh, Rapley, thank you. I know you're going to make me blush. Oh, thank you. That is so kind. Really appreciate that. Any excuse to to wear a wee tiara. I was thinking earlier, I was like, I wonder if I could always stream with a tiara on. This like gives you so much confidence. It must be like the wee Disney princess in me. I'm like, tiara, this is good. The Waish have evolved. South of Sandy Shores, Waish have evolved. Oh shit, we have to get moving. Oh, we're going the wrong way probably. Sandy Shores, south. Crap. I'm going to go to TP and we'll just move quicker. This is true, Ratley, this is true. Big old confidence boost, right? Right, let's TP to Sandy Shores, then we can fly from there. Just save a wee bit of the hassle. Event mobs are everywhere. This is really cool though, so it started here, but it seems that they're moving them. So let me just crash my ship about here. Meant that. Honestly. Okay, and let's go to Sandy Shores because the Waish are cool. Let me just check what's going on. South of Sandy Shores. So the Queen has shouted south of Sandy Shores, but she also shouted something about the mountains. Fucking hell, they're everywhere. This is brilliant. Love this. Wobbies everywhere. So south, south of Sandy Shores. Oh, in the water, of course. Oh, in the water. Hey, Arlo, how you doing? I'm scared to go into the water. Are there Ubers here? The Ubers, have you made it yet? I'm good, thank you, Arlo. Oh my god, it's over there. We're trying to find the mutated Waish without getting too excited. There's like fucking a thing in the way. Come on, Bonnie, you can manage. You can manage. Here, I guess. Oh, this is where everybody's going to. Excellent, excellent. Okay. You like how, yeah, Avocard, I agree. It's like they have something going on for everybody here. But is anyone really brave enough to get in that water, though, is the question. Not so much. Are the big people here yet? We're just going to wait a wee second. I know what normal Waish would do to me. I'm just going to get changed while I wait. I'm sitting here not being a big chicken. Not being a big chicken. Not being a big chicken. Don't know what you're talking about. Now we're just waiting for the troops to re-establish, and when they do, we'll head into the water and not be scared. We can't be scared. Be brave. Be brave. I'm not doing anything other than getting changed right now, in case you're wondering why I'm so distracted. Try to work my clothes out. It's the wrong thing. Kinda. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Shall we go have a look? Your girlfriends want to know something about the bra that I'm wearing. This one. She can ask away. Put her on. Put her on. Hey, Johnny, how you doing? Hello, Sean. How are you? I actually have to apologise to you guys. I'm so sorry that I started so early tonight. But this event started early, so I thought we really had to get in for the start, where the Queen kind of started the event. So I thought couldn't miss that bit, right? Yes, these are not the event mobs though. Yeah, event locations. We're looking for the event location for Waish. We were told south of Sandy Shores, which is where we are. Come to your post. Where's your post? Did you PM me? Asteroids? Where did you put your post? Valerie Lockhart, that post? It's not south. It's not south. but we'll go there. Let's just do a quick jump. Do you have a spare to show? Where can she get one? And is it leather? This one, is this the one you're talking about? You're talking about the other one then? No, that's not. That's something else. And this outfit that I'm wearing just now, actually, so the thing on the chair behind me and this thing here, these actually came from Egypt. I bought these in a wee market stall in Egypt. Holy moly, look at these things. They have evolved. They're not south, they're north. They're Wahesh, but they have evolved, so now they walk. Right? The thing under this, oh no, that's a normal bra, it's not leather. I can send her a link. If she's in the UK, I think she'd get it. If she's not in the UK, then I don't know where you get it from. I can send you a link to it. Or send her a link to it. Get her to PM me, I'll send her the details. So they're evolved. Why did I not pick up on the fact that they were evolved, Wahesh? If they're evolved, they walk, right? Now I'm getting attacked by Jufka Hears and evolved Wahesh. Where? Let me pause again. Here. Mobs. Here mobs. And here no ammo. Actually Leon. I think you're onto something, there we go. They're not really walking at all, are they? Oh, fucking hell. Let me grab some stuff. Cool. So we appear to be, oh my goodness, so these are not shared, so they have non-shared mixed in with the shared. Guys are going to have to watch a wee bit with that. So the floating evolved, well, to be fair, Leon, they've definitely evolved. They've got so far past like the walking part, like they can just float now. Who needs to walk when you can float? Do you think that's because they're swimming? Oh, they're swimming, look. Oh, okay, so they are, what do you think? What do you guys think? They're a swimming mob that got put on land, or they're swimming on land, huh? It's not just me. Look at the wave of people from the TP. All these people here. There's so many people. So we're looking for pages. I want a purple one. Purple one's mine. Thank you for the follow. Hey Tobak, how you doing? And Ray Dog, thank you to you too. I think I missed you earlier, sorry. I just want to kill all the purple ones. Maybe they'll drop that nice purple skin. Here now. Everyone arrived because Queen Nara told us to come here. I'm just going to catch the chat quickly because you can see what's going on here. This is a lot of shared loot mobs. I'm going to close the map down a wee fraction. I'm just going to see what the Queen has been telling us. Where fix my hair. Those mobs were underwater. That's right. Are those? So they're essentially underwater mobs, and as far as I can tell, they've just took them onto land. I mean, you can't really argue with it. They have evolved, right? They evolved to swim on air instead of swim on water. That was 294 paid when I stopped shooting. I mean, who are we to say that this is unevolved mobs, right? Sandy Shores is the location to the north of you. So south of that is to be called Sandy South. They're hover powered now, that's right. Did I get it wrong? Try and free up some space. we're lag-tastic here just now because there's so many people, which is never a bad thing. Like a wee bit of lag because there's too many people, I'm fine with that. I'm just not fine with not being able to run, so I'm just going to try and get rid of some crap, throw in there. Good. If you eat beans, you can fly. It's true. True story. True story, Leon. Bonnie, just interview the... Really? Can you not hear the music properly? My speakers are on. It should be on. Hold on. Hold on. It would have been a wee bit quiet. It's always a wee bit quiet, but... Can you not... Now is it really loud? The last time I did a sort of Toulan style event thing, I actually, this is how extra I go sometimes. I actually learned a wee bit of Arabic, and when people were coming into the stream, I was going, is it marhaba? Marhaba. I tried really hard to do like a proper Toulan stream, because remember, so Toulan used to be owned by the Jordanian gaming company. Marhaba, yeah, marhaba. It used to be owned by a Jordanian gaming company. I've been to Jordan and the people there were just so lovely. So it was a pleasure to do a stream for them, and I tried really hard to be able to welcome people and the native language essentially. Why every time I get to a mob it's dead? I have to go over where the other mobs are. And I even tried to get some people to do some translations of so like welcome to my stream type thing, so when we were advertising it. But anyway, that's all kind of aside now, because I believe that company are no longer involved with Toulan. It's now been handed over, the reins have been handed over to Virtual Sense, and Virtual Sense are, of course, the team that we would usually associate with Monria. So Monria and Toulan have now joined forces. There is some lore that they managed to use to connect them together, which is really cool. And this event is kind of the start of the lore. So if you're into lore, then hopefully you enjoy this sort of thing. I read the lore essentially as a podcast. So if you don't want to read it, you just want to listen to it, if you click underneath my stream, there's something that says Podbean. Podbean is just podcasts. It's just me telling stories. It's literally all it is. You don't have to pay for it. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to follow. You don't have to register. Nothing like that. You just get to listen to me telling... That's not shared. You just get to listen to me telling the stories of Entropia. And I also have thrown in some fan fiction stuff there as well. It still is young and I'm working on it, but the story of Queen Nara is there. So if you're interested as to why we're all here, what the fuck is going on, then it's there. And why I'm wearing a tiara. I love how you guys are totally like not questioning the fact I'm wearing a tiara. You're just like, Bonnie, whatever. Is the music too loud now? Forget the tiara. What's the chair wearing? It's cool, isn't it? It jingles when I move. Actually, I was going to put this on my head. And then I decided it was too extra. Hold on, I'll show you. So this is like essentially it's a belly dancer costume. And I decided it was too jingly for the mic. I'm sure it kind of overpowers the mic quite a lot. So I did have it on my head at one point. The throne, yeah. I'll put it back on the chair in a wee second. I had it over my head and I had it like a headdress sort of thing. And then I was like, well, Bonnie, there's extra, and then there's been a wee bit too extra. It's like, live your extra life and all that, but Jesus, calm down. An ASMR stream, you think? Like, welcome to Toulan. I could never do it for laughing. I'd love to be able to do it. I would love to be able to do it. I just, I need to stop laughing. Apparently you're not supposed to laugh when you're doing these ASMR stuff. And what happened to my tunes? There we go. It's quite Spanish, this one. It's not very Arabic. Right, let me fix my chair. Hold on. I have to jump up 1 second. You get to hear all the jingling while I fix my chair. Thank you, Leon. Just like that, but slower. I could actually. It's one of the things, remember we were talking about I'm going to have to diversify a wee bit if I want to grow my stream, but I don't want to play any other games. I thought about doing like just random just chatting sort of stuff. One of the things I thought about doing was ASMR, because I love doing like the stories and things, but I don't know, I can't do it without laughing. I get it, like some of the ones that I listen to, they're really silly. I don't know if you guys think the same, but other ones you're kind of like, well, that's quite soothing and that's quite nice. And like I was listening to one, and it was actually advertising a candle that I wanted to buy, and they were like, so the candle got a very special crackle to it, and they were like, and if you close your eyes and if you listen to the crackle of the candle, I was like, yeah, it sounds amazing. So I think sometimes you can get away with it as long as you don't take it too far. Huh? And we live horse streams. Leon, this was the other thing I thought about. So I've got like a GoPro, and I thought I could like hook up with the GoPro, maybe do some real life stuff. I don't know. Actually, I have to tell you what I was going to do last night. Actually, I need your opinion on this. If you get, oh my god, my mic is really loud. Is my mic really loud? I turned it up when I was doing the podcast last night. Is it really shouty? Am I distorting a wee bit with the mic? I'm going into the red here, as far as I can see. Stop shouting at you. It'd be fine, Bonnie, if you would stop shouting at us. Oh, that was a nice one. I just got 29 ped of that. That was 498 ped. Now we're talking. And thank you, Dysona. Loud but clear sound. Thank you, Leon. Good. It's hard for me because I just get red bars and I'm like, oh my god, I must be deafening the poor guys. So JBK had just looted something new. Let me grab the link for you. So JBK looted a evolved Wahesh creature control capsule. So that means he gets to become one of these and stalk the people at Twin Peaks. That would be amazing. Easily adjustable. This is true, Dyson. As long as I'm not too quiet, I guess you can always turn me down. That's enough of Bonnie. That's enough of Bonnie. Right, I'm going to quickly TT some stuff because I've got far too much crap on me. So we seem to have whittled down the amount of people. Are the other people shooting something else, or they just didn't want to come here? I'm just going to throw all this in the bin quickly so then it's done. I'm saying quickly, nothing's happening quickly. My God. God for that. Right, moving swiftly on. And thank you for joining me so early. I know you guys probably have real life to get up to at this time in the evening, so I appreciate you being here and watching my stream. Back in 1 second. We're just pausing the team, and we've got other sock mates who are coming in, so we're just trying to get them all into the right place. So are you guys ready for Christmas? 1 week to go. So we're just reading about where everybody is. Okay, so DME's speaking. Hold on, try and shoot someone. We need more mobs here. There's too many people, not enough mobbies. Bloody hell. We're absolutely slaughtering them. Is there a bigger spawn of something other than the Wahesh? We're at the Wahesh and we're just annihilating them, like they're dead before we even get there. So I'm just reading what they're saying. So DME has says, game time in the threads. So essentially this event is going to run for the rest of the weekend. So if you want to come and check out these mobbies, then you're not missing anything. Essentially, we were just here for the start. So the Wahesh have evolved and they're now on land. That's what we suspected, right? That's what we suspected. They said something about the snowy mountains, didn't they? I want to see what's on the snowy mountains. So DMA is asking, have you guys been to the Snowy Mountains yet? No, we haven't. And shall we go check it out? Will we go see what we can find at the Snowy Mountains? We know what's here, it's the Wahesh, and everybody's shooting them before we can get there. I want to go to Snowy Mountains. I think we're missing something, guys. Let's go find it. You think we can find it? You're not talking to me? Like, no. Not Bonnie. You can't find it. Bonnie, you can't even find your mouse pointer. What's the chances of you finding the fucking wasp? I'm going to try really hard. TP chip. Let's take the big TP chip. Let's screw this. Big TP chip. Negative, no candy. The trouble with these sorts of events is everybody's here and they're... Honestly, just when I said I can never find one good mob, I get my very own purpley pink one. Yes, 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 you're very cute. Yes, yes, you're gorgeous. But now you have to die. Oh, I love this mobby as a pet. This is my favourite colours, like a really dark purple, bluey indigo with a bright pink. Oh, he's so gorgeous. You're such a cute Wahesh. Oh, I'm dropping all my tiara and everything now. Yeah. I need to stop looking down. I have to be more regal, right? Up a wee bit. Okay, so I guess there's been a respawn. I think that was probably the issue, was we're waiting for a wee bit of a respawn. There's another one? Oh, they like me. This is good. I'm getting to kill this one all by my big self. I hope nobody tags it. I hope nobody tags it. Oh no, don't. This one is mine. This one is mine. Oh, don't tag it. Oh, somebody else shot him. Meh. Not much. Right, so we got another waypoint, I think. Oh, I've got too many waypoints. Remove. Second waypoint. That's beside me. Right, let's go Snowy Mountains and see what we can find. People are dropping waypoints left, right and centre. See if anybody's found something before us. No, this is where we are. So this is the Wahesh here. Actually, this place, I'm gonna pause my sock. This place, where I'm standing, seems to be the respawn of the big ones. Right, Snowy Mountains. We're going to grab the big TP chip and we're going to jump straight over to Snowy Mountains to see what we can find there. As long as I don't get tagged by this Wahesh, which likes to look at me. I knew it was going to do it. I knew it was going to do it. Oh man, that was so predictable. Fucking Mobolo. Yes, yes, mind force has been interrupted. So what are we looting from Wyesh? Let's have a look. See if we get anything fun. Oh shit. Raccoon Brand has said, my queen, where should I follow you at this moment? Oh, that talking to HM Queen Nara. Queen Nara is here, and who's coming to save my ass? A lime. I still want to see what's on Snowy Mountains though. Shit. The faster you click, the faster it heals. Am I the only person who does this? Do you not click so fast? It's just in case I missed with the reload part. I thought other people clicked like that. Right, is it dead yet? Can I try and get the fuck out of here quickly? Right, so Snowy Mountains, we're going to have to go and see what we can find. Again, you click like a madman. See, Avocard supports my click addiction. Avocard, do you know where we're supposed to go on Snowy Mountain? Has anyone found what's on Snowy Mountain yet? So Snowy Mountain, Al Nahar Snowy Mountain is over there. We're just going to jump right in on that actually. Oh, we've got a pause. Let's see what we find at the pause. Enhanced dew hall. Of course, because it's the dew hall. Is that the dew hall spawn area though? You're searching there at Alpha Card. So this is the very first of this type of event, hence why we're kind of like, what's going on? What's happening, guys? What's happening? Okay, so I've just landed. What do we have here? Enhanced dew holes. Well, they're kind of cute and stuff. I suppose this is kind of very similar to the way the Monreans do the event, where you have different levels of mobs for different people. So the Wahesh are generally a big mobby. So they would be the bigger version, whereas these are kind of shared loot, smaller mobbies, I guess. Need to do some belly dancing this train. I know, Sean, I was thinking that. This is the proper belly dancing outfit. I could. I just end up jiggling my head instead. I'd have to practice, Sean. I have to practice. I certainly got enough junk in the trunk to make it jig. You know, I don't know if I'd ever be brave enough. She's brilliant though. Oh, she's brilliant. I follow an Egyptian belly dancer on Twitch. It's just great, and I'm clearly a straight female, and I watch her. I'm just like, she's amazing. There's all these guys like they throw money at her, and I kind of like want to throw money at her. I'm just like, you're so good. You'll donate bits for bits. Oh my God, what we started. Okay, so Snowy Mountain. So let's say, so Snowy Mountain equals enhanced dew hole. Enhanced dew hole. There. And then the other pause was down here, which was Sandy Shores. Alpha Card, what was the one that I didn't get? It was Sandy Shores South I've got. Am I missing a TP? Am I missing a fucking TP? That'll be annoying. Thank you, T-Bug! So Wahesh are kinda here-ish. So let me just copy this link. What were they called? It wasn't enhanced, was it? No, what were they actually called? Evolved Wahesh. Here. Crap. Okay, anyone find anything else? Sandy Shores, the little island north has an out. Oh, okay, the outpost. That's what I missed. Cool, thank you for letting me know. Right, I think I might jump back to the Wahesh though, because is the Wahesh the biggest one that we have? Does anyone know, is Wahesh the biggest bosses that we have? There's a huge dew hall somewhere. So where did dew halls usually live? Because we're quite close to the... It'll be the boss dew hall. Avocard. So DME has just said that the bosses will show up once we kill enough of them, essentially. So let's head back to the Wahesh and see if we can get the boss down there. At least that was kind of more the sort of level we'd be looking at.
More than 20 million people use Grammarly every day.
This is because we're on YouTube listening to listening to Arabic music. Let me put my normal music back on, maybe. Hold on. Wait. How do they start it again, I suppose? So just to give you a wee laugh, this is a TP6 chip that I'm using. This is the map of Toulan, and my TP6 chip stretches here. It's all Allah. Right, oh, did you see that? We lagged like hell. We're still lagging. We landed, but we didn't land. There we go. Hey, actually tried. Good. Fancy TP chip. Yeah, debug. It's so helpful for times like that where you don't want to jump around. Jump up, jump around. Right, I'm just gonna get rid of some stuff so we can move again, and then we can check out what everybody else is doing. I'm sorry, but I'm just going to throw a whole bunch of... Oh shit, wrong button. Yeah, get rid of that. I'm just going to throw a whole bunch of stuff in the bin, only because it's laggy, and the length of time it's going to take me to sort it, you see how slow this thing is reacting. There we go. We're just going to throw this all in the bin so we can move. Enhanced chirpy. Okay, good. So let's join the rest of the hunters and let's check out what else is happening on Toulan. Have any of you guys been to Toulan and done... In fact, let's do it the other way. Has anyone not been to Toulan? I know a lot of you have been. Who's not been here on Toulan? Don't want to admit it, Bonnie. You can admit it. I know there's a lot of people who just stay on their home planet. Hey, Cat says that was a good one. Dysona, you've not been to Toulan. Toulan, it's like going your holidays. To me, it's a bit like Next Island when you go on your holidays. Oh, this is good. There's a better spawn here now. But it's like when you go to Egypt or Jordan or so. It's designed to be very kind of Arabic because, of course, it was a Jordanian company who made it. I don't know. I love it. How do you say it, Decanti? Do I say it wrong? Toulan. Yeah. Don't tell me I say it wrong. I say everything wrong. Is it two like you, then Lan? No? No? I know I like this song. In fact, did I ever tell you guys my my life story about the Far East. You've been visiting Toulan for 2-3 times a week since the VU. Ah, nice one, Leon. The new dev team are doing good work. They are. The old dev team, I had much respect for those guys. They were very, so Mohammed and the team they were kind of really approachable and they were really trying to help, but it just didn't seem to be progressing quickly enough, and they seem to have now, I don't know what the deal is, I couldn't possibly tell you, but they're now working with, or the Monria team have taken over, so Virtual Sense is now in charge. Fix instant loot. Yeah. Oh, there's much more here now, that's so much better. Look at all these ones, yes, there's plenty for us. I like what they did, I like the steps that they took to create the planet, and I think that the VS team can really push some boundaries here now. Like even the stuff with the murder zoo, like what a brilliant idea. Let's make a room where you can choose the mob and the maturity. Great. Leon, I don't know if he's a dev, I know that he's a boss. Ant is the boss of Monria, and his lovely wife Kendra. Kendra, she's Irish, and this is why you'll see that they do quite a lot of Irish stuff. So they have the leprechauns and they have their St. Patrick's Day event. And it's Ant's wife Kendra, and was actually a part of my society for many years, and more lovely people you could never meet, Ant and Kendra. So I've got a lot of faith in what they're going to do over here. It's a beautiful planet for them to take on, and I'm glad it's them. I'm sure they'll make it work. He fixes things. He's the big boss owner. Leon, I wouldn't know, so you know more than me. I don't know what he does, so if he can dev stuff too, then that's brilliant. If he can dev stuff. Dev just became a new adjective. Can you dev stuff? Like, well, develop, I suppose. It'll work. It'll work. It works. It's fine. Works fine. We'll make it work. These are actually a nice wee mobby to shoot, like it's not feeling super, I don't know, it's not feeling super in your face with them. And they're quite pretty, and there's a good team here, I like this. Hey Rena Kate, how are you doing? When they added Discovery's username and blueprint descriptions, I thought that was awesome. I missed that, Decanty, what was that? When they added the Discovery's username to the blueprints and descriptions. If anyone has any questions about what the hell is going on, please feel free to ask. The new stuff has Discovery person on the info screen. Really? How? I don't understand. So JBK just looted this, he got the Discovery on this, I think. Oh, they had to add it in. Okay, so they'll maybe patch it in. That would be so good. If forever when you discover something, oh, I'd love that. I had so many discoveries. I would love for my name to be on Discoveries. Such a child. I want my name on Discoveries. That's brilliant. That's a really good idea. Right, I think I'm going to switch back to my music now, if that's alright. We've had some nice, we've had some nice Arabic stuff, but there's only so much for one night. Saying that, now you have to put up with Christmas music, you'll be like, please, Bonnie, no, it's fine, we quite enjoy this stuff. Anything but the Christmas stuff. Here we go. And now my outfit looks weird though, right? I'm now dancing away to... I know. Now I feel weird dressed up like this, listening to normal music. No, I should put it back on. This one's really loud. Just stop messing with stuff. Don't mess with it midstream. Don't mess with it midstream. Bollocks. Up that. After this one. Give me one song that I can dance to, then I'll put it back. That one's in a tree. Since you stay home, you're not inundated by Christmas music at stores to candy. I play Christmas music. We've got, in fact, I wonder if any of you guys have this. On our Christmas tree, we have a bauble, and the bauble is like a Bluetooth speaker. So it just looks like a normal Christmas tree bauble, but it's an actual wee Bluetooth speaker. So you connect it to your tablet or something like that. So the Christmas tree has a Bluetooth speaker that you can't see that's there, and then you just play like Christmas radio 24/7 on your tablet. We can play Santa Always Comes at Night. Don't know what you're thinking about. So yeah, there's still time to go over to this event, because this event is going to run for the entire weekend. And there's going to be very special pages dropping. Does anybody know where the pages live? Is it in where your deep live, or? Does that know you? I agree, Leon, I agree with you.
You told me I'm your anchor. I told you you're my bone. Through the wind and fire, we tried. Hold on. All the doors we've opened and all the books we've closed. Words that come together.
Oh shit, we're lagging like mad again. There's so many people, that's why. Pages from all actions with a cost. What does that mean, Avatar? Oh, pages from... Oh, right. So you can get pages from anything that happens with a... So anything you could loot. The candy. That's what I was asking the question for. That's why I needed to know. Like, where should one check to see if they looted a page? Because that would be very, very typical of me. Skill boost. I was doing rubbish skill boost. What was it last time? 52% over 4 minutes. Quite unusual. Chat isn't wrong. These aren't counting for. Thank you, Fight Club. Fight Club is just any excuse. Any excuse. I'd actually spoken with the dev team earlier today, and I was asking. So I've got pictures of Queen Nara and stuff, which I used for a wee advert earlier, and I had said to them, I was like, I know like it's a royal court and I know the Queen will be there, but could I wear a tiara too? And I was granted by the officials of the court the right to wear a tiara at the event, which I thought was lovely, because you have to ask for these things. You don't automatically get the right to wear tiaras to the royal court. I felt very privileged. Hello DME, we're just talking about you. It's like, can I please wear my tiara? Such a child. Swap it out for special occasions. So we're down on the evolved Wahesh and these pink and purple ones. How are you getting on, DME? How's it going on the other places? So we're already at the Guardian Village, where we did the big boss moves to start. Then we headed up to Snowy Mountains and we saw the Doohalls, and then we're back down on the evolved Wahesh. Now the music has taken the lead. Oh, you want me to put the other music back on? Hold on. I know I went too far, didn't I? Hold the bus, let me fix the music. Candy, you have so many Christmas ones. I'm a bit jealous. What do we call it? this one. Yeah, I think my songs are louder, Dysona. Let's see how we get on with this one. Hi Anne, how you doing? Oh, thank you. Monria is Aunt. You look great. You think you should be Queen Nara's stylist. Sign me up, Anne. I'm all there. I would love this. We were just chatting earlier, like any excuse to dress up, and I'm so there. And welcome to my wee stream. And we were just talking about the whole virtual sense thing and the Toulan movement now. Straight my tiara. We're in presence of the devs, guys. Presence of the devs. Look at all these people. There's so many. Dyson, is that music better levels now? Sorry, I'm like pure pinning down Dysona. Dysona, my music. Of course I do, Anne. We were talking about that earlier, actually, and we were talking about Kendra and her being Irish and all that stuff. I agree, Avocard, I agree. Hey, Assad, how you doing? Better level, okay, good. Or in like thorns now. They're getting like pinned on the thorns. Look at this group. I love how everybody's kind of really working together and they're pushing forward together. This is cool. It's really cool. And welcome to my wee stream if anyone's just tuned in. And this is the big Toulan event. And the event is ongoing over the whole weekend, so please don't feel like you're missing out. These are shared loot mobbies, so you can come and you can shoot and still be a part of it. Hey Assad, how you doing? Good to see you. Oh, Decanty, you have wee presents. Decanty has all the emotes. Oh, that was a good one. That was 464 ped. So this is the first time we've ever done anything close to this on Toulan. And they of course have their murder zoos and stuff, which is amazing, but this is the first time I really saw the crowds of people that we have here. Oh, this is because we're on YouTube. I'm sorry. Usually my music is not on YouTube, but we're on YouTube because we're listening to the Arabic themed music. Maybe there must be one that I've got that's not got full of adverts. Come on to hell. Or I could just log into YouTube, might help. I don't have my own license-free Arabic music downloaded, so we're listening to YouTube's license-free Arabic music. I was going to tell you guys my Jordanian story. Do you want to hear it, or do you want to just have me shut up and watch me shoot mobs? Like, will somebody shut Bonnie up while she shoots the mobs? Like, honestly, like, we just want to see the mobs and... So how many people are here? Impossible to tell the story. And it's a really long story. So we've got 2 pages. This means there's 40 people roughly here. Wow, 40 people. Essentially, this is like one big massive team hunt. We have 40 people on one team hunt. So bear in mind what's happened now is we started out, we had 5 pages of people when Queen Nara arrived. So Her Majesty Queen Nara of Toulan arrived, and we had 5 pages of people, which we worked out was to be 5 times 20. Quick guys, quick. And then she led us out into the battlefield. We shot down all the mobs that she had there, and then we've now split up. There's some people working on the dew halls and the snowy mountains. We're over here on the Wahash on the south shores. And this is the Toulan event, and the super interesting thing about this is people are essentially able to loot deeds to shops. They're in the form of pages, so you can get shops, booths, and apartments in your loot. So it's not like buying stuff, you can actually physically loot it, which is incredible, which is a big draw for a lot of people to be here. Anyway, I'm going to go AFK like 10 seconds and then I might start my story if I get brave enough. I'm going to keep the camera again on the screen so you guys can see. I'm not going to go to the AFK scene. I'm just going to plank myself behind a couple of people so you can still see. So you can still see them working, at least I'll be right back. Like jingling back into place. I was walking around the room like thinking to myself, like, I'm so glad my mic was muted, otherwise you would just hear like jingle, 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 jingle everywhere I go. So just looking for my toss chat. Okay, so JBK has sent a pause to where the purple ones are respawning. Oh, it's way down there. So let's jump down there quickly, and then I'm going to tell you my story. I'm kind of scared to tell this story actually. Hopefully you like it. It's one of those, do you have like stories in your lifetime that you feel like this is one of those stories that I'm never going to forget? It's always going to be like, I call them like your life stories. You know, like if you're down the pub one day with your mates and you were like, oh, did I ever tell you about the time where, and then X happened. So let me remove some of this stuff. Put the pulse back in. Okay, so volume okay with the mic? You can listen to a story like this, or I'm just reading the chat. They're saying stop downloading cat videos. Okay, so this is where the purple respawners are. The purple are the ones that we love, my favorite ones. So everybody's just jumping in to get the purple ones. Holy moly, here we go. Yes! Purples. Okay, now start my story. If anybody wants to interject, please do so. The thing is, when I start telling a story, I don't know when to stop, so just have to see what you think. Right, let me fix my tiara. Get ready for a proper story. Fix my hair. Right, many moons ago, and my mum and I, my wee mammy, we flew into Egypt, was actually where I got this outfit from. So what you can see on the back of the chair here, and this stuff, this all came from Egypt, from a real wee market stall in Cairo. And it was one of those places where, so me and my mammy, if you can imagine, so she is bright blonde hair, my hair was the same at that point, so like this kind of white blonde colour, pure white blonde hair, walking down the streets of Cairo. As you can imagine, we got some attention, shall we say. Kind of accosted into a few wee shops, and that was fine. And kind of said, "Oh, pretty ladies, you want to buy this stuff?" Like the usual, like nothing you wouldn't expect. It was fine, right? So that's when we got these things. This was really cool. So anyway, we were doing like a tour of the area, essentially, back at this time. So this gives you a rough idea of when this was. This was back when it was okay for European tourists to trail around Israel, Cairo, Egypt, Jordan, without there being any sort of unusualness like this. It wasn't all that long ago, honestly, it wasn't all that long ago. We're talking, what, maybe 7 years or so? And it was kind of right on the brink of when this would be a really unusual holiday to take. Anyway, so two girls, me and my mammy, went round Egypt, which was great, went round Israel, which was fine, did all the kind of touristy stuff. There was nothing unusual about the whole event. If anything, the people in Egypt and Israel, some of the people were a wee bit more kind of sleazy towards us than you would normally expect, but nothing bad happened, right? Till we got to Jordan. So when we got off in the place in Jordan, and they had told us that the people of Jordan are lovely people. So bear in mind that the Jordanians were in charge of Toulan before all of this. Before this story, the Jordanians were the original owners of Toulan in a virtual sense. We don't know if there's a takeover or whatnot, I couldn't possibly say, but we do know that virtual sense are now working with Toulan, shall we say. So we headed to Jordan, and so far we'd had a really good experience, apart from a wee bit of seediness, but nothing weird, right? It was all fine, And then we got to Jordan, and the tour operators had said to us, we're going to go to, what's the name of it? What's the name of the thing that said Petra? The tour operator said we're going to go to Petra, right? And we're like, oh, this sounds amazing. They were like, yeah, Petra. So remember Petra from Indiana Jones? Petra, one of the wonders of the world. Petra, right? There's nothing that would have been more exciting to go to see. So we're like, yeah, let's go to Petra. And we went, me and my wee mammy, and we were told explicitly, like so explicitly, from the tour operator, so the holiday people, whatever you do, don't go with the horsemen. Right? It's clear, fucking clear instructions. Whatever you do, don't go with the horsemen. I mean, I'm not that daft. I'm like, yeah, I'm clearly not going to go with the horsemen. Like, it's ridiculous. Who would do such a stupid thing? Right, so we arrived at Petra, and there was like masses and massive American crowds, and some random people from Europe, and then there was these teams of horses, right? Gorgeous horses. And bear in mind, I'm a horse person, love horses. And then there's these guys coming up, and they're like, hey, you want to ride into Petra? And we're like, not to go with the horsemen. And they're like, yeah, but I've got like a really nice Arabic horse here for you, or a thoroughbred for your mom. And I'm like, not to go with the horsemen. So let's go through. But then this guy came over to me, and so I've got a Frisian in real life, so he's a big chunk of a horse, like he's a gorgeous big horse. And this kind of big guy comes over to me, and he's like, you can ride him, and points to this like mighty horse. And I'm like, we're going with the horsemen. My wee mum was already on like a wee white horse, like she was like already there. So here's me on the big mighty horse, and my wee mum on the wee white horse, and I'm like, looks like we're going with the horse. So anyway, so we're watching like the teams of tourists head down the valley toward Petra, and they had like a good like 45-minute walk. And bear in mind, we're talking about Jordan here, so it's like dry heat, 40 degrees, no humidity, baked. And he's like, oh, we take you better way. We take you better way with horses. And I'm like, well, you know, my mommy and I, we're both kind of advanced horsewomen. Like, it'll be fine. Like, worst case scenario, we just fuck off with the horses, right? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So bear in mind, I'm from Scotland and she's from Scotland. So we don't really get exposed to any sort of like guns or anything like that. This is new to us. It's all very new to us. So anyway, so here we go with the horseman. So just a young guy, like nothing against young guy with the head scarf, and he had his horse, and we had these lovely horses, and we're heading off. So the tourists go one way and we go the other way. And he says, don't worry, it's a shortcut. We're like, oh, it's fine, it's a shortcut, right? Horses can't go the same way as the normal people, we have to go the shortcut. Of course we fucking do. That's fine. So we continue on the shortcut for about an hour and a half. And knowing that the people were having to walk 45 minutes to get there, and the horses probably shouldn't take an hour and a half to get to the same location, my wee mammy starts to have a wee bit of a panic attack. And she's like, oh my God, this doesn't feel right. There's something really wrong. Maybe we shouldn't have done this. And I was like, we're still on the horses. It's fine. You know, worst case scenario, we can just gallop off into the sunset with the horses. It'll be fine. She's like, okay, it's fine. So we meander on through the desert, like proper desert by this point. So just to give you a sense of where we are, so you have no phone signal, you have no GPS, Google Earth cannot find you here. You're in the middle of the Jordanian desert, and you have to go with what you have. If anyone wants me to stop, just say like, stop, buddy, stop. So then we started to walk on this wee track, and the horses were brilliant. The horses were really very good, and the guy was lovely, who was our leader essentially, was very lovely. And we started to pass by these polytunnels. Is that how we say? Like these massive plastic irrigation tunnels, like greenhouses, where they grow things inside. Yeah. So we started to pass, so plastic greenhouses, yep. So middle Jordanian desert, plastic greenhouses, like acres of them. And my mum's like, what are those? And I was like, I don't think you should look at them, Mum. And she was like, why? I was like, I would think at this point it's the less we see, the better. And she was like, what do you mean? I was like, please just look the other way and let's continue with the horses. So at this point, a couple of guys come out with their what are the guns? The thingy guns. Never came anywhere near us. Just walking around their tents, what they called, the greenhouse things, with their, not Kalashnikovs, what are they called? The shooty, the big fucking shooty guns. Anyway, I'm like, Mum, just the other way. We're on a horse ride. We're not looking at them. They do their thing. It's got nothing to do with us. Nothing to do with us. Keep going. It's fine. So we continue for another hour or so. And then we get to the top of a ridge, and at the top of the ridge is this kind of wee like tent encampment type thing. I don't know Alpha Card. I would be making up if I said what they were. AK-47s maybe. I don't know. Just very scary guns. And bear in mind, from Scotland, we've never seen things like this before. So anyway, we got to the top of the ridge, and there's a bunch of tents, and like kind of like yurts, like really nice wee tents. And the people come out, and they were trying to sell us stuff, and they were like, oh, do you want to buy this? And do you want? I was like, it's okay, we're cool. And then we came down the side of a ridge, and we said to the guy, listen, we've been now trekking for like 2.5 hours. I know it was only a 45-minute walk to get to Petra, so where the fuck are we going? Like, you're taking us past a whole bunch of stuff that it doesn't quite seem legit, but it's nothing to do with us, and we didn't see anything. Honestly, we never saw anything. And he said to us, get off the horses. And at that moment, my life flashed before my eyes. The only thing that we had until that point was the horses. The only thing that was the difference between us being out of that situation and being in that situation was the horses, because we're both keen horsewomen. We could have took those horses out of there, maybe shot in the back, but we could have took the horses out of there. And he said, you have to get off the horses. And my mum looked at me and I was like, Kai's got a gun, like, we're getting off the horses. So we got off the horses. Of course we did. As my mum and I dismounted from the horses, the guy came over to the horses and scalped both of our horses in the ass. Both of our horses fucked off into the distance. He then jumped on his horse and he fucked off into the distance. So here was me, my wee mammy, in the middle of fucking Jordan, nowhere near anything, not on any sort of track, no phone signal, no nothing, abandoned. And well, I'm here, right? So we're fine. I'm here, we're fine. But so here you are. So what do you do in this situation, right? So my mum, and God love her, but she starts to have a panic attack because as far as she sees it, she has now just led her daughter to certain death. And as a mother, as a parent, I know many of you are parents, and if you can feel that feeling of you've now just led your daughter into certain death, right? So here we are in the middle of the desert. I'm kind of looking up at the sun, and I did like a whole bunch of survival stuff when I was a kid, and I was like, it's not the end of the world. We have enough water on us. We've got like 4 litres of water. It's a 2-hour trek roughly back to where we came. We just have to move. And she was like, what do you mean? I was like, well, we can't stay here because whatever is happening to us just now, they know where we are, right? They know where we are. They will come and find us. Whoever is looking for us will come and find us. So we have to move, and we have to move now. And so she was like, oh, I can't do it. And like big old panic. I was like, I don't care what you think has happened to us at this point. We have to move right now. So anyway, we started off on the track back home. Horse takes 2 hours. We're talking about a 4-hour walk through the desert, but it's fine. We had water, right? It'll be okay. So we started back on the trek, and you know, there's those movies where you see like people walking through the desert and trying to ration their water and stuff like that. And you know, you're watching the sun and watching the time, and the vultures and all that start to like hang about beside you, and you're like these random Scottish lassies in the middle of a fucking Jordanian desert, and you think to yourself, how did I even get in this situation? Anyway, I'm going to cut the boring part. We spent a long time walking that desert, and then off in the distance was the thundering of hooves, many thundering hooves behind us, like horsemen coming over the hill. And again, it was one of those points where it was kind of like, well, this is it, right? This is it. Like, either they're coming for us or we're rescued, one of the two. And so my mum at this point had said, so my wee mum, hello Larry, my wee mammy, she's like that, she actually said this to me, she's like, I'm so sorry that you're going to get traded for a camel and goats. I'm like, Mum. She's like, no, you would. She's like, you're young and you're pretty and you're going to get traded for a camel and goats. I was like, oh, you shut up. I was like, nobody is getting traded for camel and goats. Will you please come? So she was gone by this point. She was absolutely gone. Anyway, so thundering horses over the distance. And it was our horse rider guy, the original horse rider guy, right? Who, to be fair, had not done anything wrong, actually, when I'm going to tell you the story slightly differently in a wee second. He'd done nothing wrong, right? He comes cantering up with his horse and our horses, and he's like, what are you doing? And we're like, oh, you abandoned us in the middle of the Jordanian desert, and we're trying to escape and survive for our lives. And he's like, oh, get on the fucking horses, will you? We got back on the horses because what else could you do at this point? What's your choices, right? The guy's like, get on the fucking horses, get on the horses. And then we headed on back the way we'd came, back up the hill. Long story short, after about half an hour's worth of riding, he took us above Petra. The route that he was taking us on was something not a tourist track. It was above and beyond Petra. Essentially, you had to go around Petra to get to the top where the tourists are not allowed to go, and they stand with the horsemen and they look down on Petra. So the view that we had, and it gives me goosebumps thinking about it, the view that we had was something that it's beyond words. I mean, this is a wonder of the world that we got to see with a view that people are not usually allowed to see with it. And all that happened was the horses couldn't go down the ravine that we stopped at. They couldn't go down the ravine with somebody on their back. So he had to chase the horses down the ravine and up the other side. And that's why he had to go with the horses up the other side. And then he was going to walk back and get us and take us through the ravine so we could meet the horses on the other side. But because we panicked and headed the other way, trying to save our lives, he spent the next 40 minutes trying to fucking track us down, wondering what the hell we were doing. So, the moral of the story is when you think you're trying to save your own life, sometimes you're just being an ass for the poor bloody tour guide who's trying to show you something really cool. I was petrified. Absolutely. Absolutely. See, it's one of those stories that I will never ever forget. More so because it was actually our hang-ups. Our hang-ups that caused the problem, because those guys had never done anything wrong to us. They had not at any point. It was everyone else's opinion, oh, don't go with the horsemen, but they could not have been better gentlemen, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's my Petra story. He wasn't all that into information. Well, there's the whole language barrier thing, Dysona, right? I think particularly because we're Scottish, and he's like, I have no idea what they're saying. Like, this was the official version. It reminds me of a trip to Dundee and the dodgy curry house. But no, it's one of those stories that I feel like, oh God, I got so much from that day. But everyone I've told this story to, they're just like, you did what? Why would you do that? Are you insane? We are these people that you find out have been kidnapped, and you wonder, like, how did they get themselves into that situation? It's horses. I'm definitely one of those people that, like, somebody would be like, I've got horses in the van. I'd be like, horses in the van? Hey Larry, so we're here on Toulan. This is Toulan's big big Virtual Sense event. That kind of is VSE. And so the Virtual Sense team is here, and they have hosted this event on their brand spanking new Toulan. The team is kind of split now, so we did have 5 pages of 20 people at the start. Queen Nara had started the event, and now there's kind of mobs all over the place. So if you're wanting to come to the Toulan event, it's still running. Is it Sunday? Sunday it ends, right? There's still loads of time, but that was a good one. Loads of time. And we have the Virtual Sense team in the chat just now. So Maria that you're seeing there, that's Ant. He's the boss. Larry, that's the boss. And DME is here too. You're still... the boss is here, Larry. We have to behave. Behave, the boss is here. But yeah, so the moral of the story was... The moral of the story was actually the Jordanian people were some of the loveliest people I've met. If I track back through the story, remember I said at the start that the Egyptians were a wee bit on the sleazy side with me and my mommy, and the same thing with the people in Israel. We were a wee bit uncomfortable. Like, as long as we had the tour guides there, it was fine. However, the people in Jordan were never like that. They were the most kind and generous and lovely people, and I've heard this the world over that Jordanians are lovely, lovely people. And of course, Toulan started out in Jordanian hands, hence why we got to this story. In case everybody's like, what is she on about now? But now it's not, now it's in Irish hands. The Irish own it, right? DME is a real boss, but she lets you pretend. Kind of feel sorry for Ant, actually. He seems to have a few women in power. He has the wife and oh man, DME has all the women in power. It's a plus. It's a good old Irish. So Monria have their leprechauns and their St. Patrick's Day event toward the. I'm getting PMs here. I'm just reading my PMs. The PMs are saying, where are the big mobs for the pages? Good question. So the pages are essentially the deeds for shops and apartments and booths that we can loot. And a teenage daughter. Oh my god. And man, that's some hard work you have right there. No Arabian horse mounts available around here. Dicona, I think it's a really good question. And could we have like some Arab horse vehicles? That would be great. That'd be amazing. I'd heard devs talking about trying to do mobs as vehicles before, and they said the problem is with leg movement, I think. And they said you can't get legs to move or so. So something just looted. Let's have a wee look. Somebody just looted one. Oh my god. So let me show you what just happened. So we were just talking about the pages, right? Dak is the first column to discover the Book of Life, page 12. So apparently that has now been 2 of the pages have been discovered. So these are roughly equating to deeds. You're looting deeds in the loot. That's mad. That's amazing. So 1 in a Seehoff and 1 from mining. That means the 1 from these bosses is still to be found, right? That should be mine. It should be mine. If I say yes, sounds like you will just live there. Possibly. Like this, yeah, Dicona. Yeah, exactly. So apparently there's an issue with legs movement on everything. Have you seen how, I think it was the centaurs, how their legs are backwards? Oh, that's a good question. How many pages are there? Oh no, Larry, I think it's just 1. I think if you loot 1 page, you can get yourself something. But how many pages are there in total? Like how many pages are there to be had, essentially? What's 103? Bloody hell. There's loads then. Fucking hell, we have to all get to Toulan really quickly, loot all the pages and sell the shops for millions and millions and millions. And how many roughly do we think have been looted so far? Just a guess. 20 or so, or is that 3 in total? In total, I thought there was more than 3. Not a guess. Okay, so there's still 100. There's still 100 pages to be looted, and remember, guys, first come, first serve. Get your bums over to Toulan. Yeah, they all have their own place, don't they? Which is nice. They've not just made it, biggest. The biggest half when this gets that. They've made them spread out, I believe. This is again just, I have no insider information. The bosses are here, they can clarify. I believe they've spread them out so that everybody has a chance. And I'll be like, why do you talk so much shit? Yay! I guess we would hoff, if that's right. You could help me out, guys. If I were to loot a page, it wouldn't just randomly appear in my inventory. I would hoff because it would be the first, right? You would always hoff on a page. So far, I've saw them hoff on the pages, the first to discover. Yeah, that's good. So we can't miss one. Good. This is helpful. It's very helpful. I'm just going to throw across some of the crap that I put into my code. These are looking nice, I guess, because there's so many of us here now. Just throw that back into my inventory. I just need to clean up a wee bit of the mess. Because it's a mess. I want to keep this, convert that, keep that, and the rest is going to go in the bin. You need to run put your weekend dress on. Thank you for being here, Aunt. I'll see you later. You just wish there wasn't loot lag. Yeah, I guess that's just the servers having a wee hissy fit. Okay, so Ant says each is a discovery and each will tell you what's in the description. That's perfect then. Larry, it's going on the entire weekend. We'll be back here again tomorrow night as well. Tomorrow night we're going full on looting pages mode. And then Sunday's on as well. So yeah, nobody feel like if you're watching just now, you still have loads of time to take part. I would highly recommend getting your bums over here if you want to get the chance of looting yourself a deed. It's mad, it's mad. There's a few teams out there at the moment. Larry, there was quite a lot of people out here. Several hundred people actually. But they are they're kind of working through the mobs. So where we are just now, as far as I can tell, but you guys can correct me, as far as I can tell, these are the biggest mobs that we're on just now. Is that right? 22 event mobs. Are they counting the maturities? So this is like a 59 versus a... Oh, there's other ones, hold on. There's one behind me, it's an 83. Okay. So 59 different maturities. They've got different names. Yeah. I'm going to be right back, like 30 seconds. This is kind of super early for one of my streams. I was thinking that as well, Larry. I jumped up there and I was like, oh man, it feels like midnight. I was like, it's not even 8:30. This feels so surreal. I don't usually stream this early, but the event started with the Queen and I wanted to be there for the Queen. Queen Nara herself. Why is everybody dying? Oh, the GBK is AFK. Anyway, how are you guys doing? I feel like I've been chatting at you the entire night. I hate that. I want to know what you're all up to. Can't believe you missed the Queen. Oh, you should have saw her, Larry. She was naked and pogoing. I got to the point, like, I was really, like, I literally was chatting with the official today about, is it okay if I wear a tiara? Because, you know, it's like, it's uncouth to wear a tiara around royalty. I was like, I really want to get dressed up and could I please wear a tiara? And they said I could be a princess of the court. And I was like, well, this is great. I was trying to be all official and, you know, because it's not even like, it's not even... It's Arabian Queen. Like, I didn't quite know if the etiquette would be the same. I was thinking to myself, is this too, like, am I too exposed for an Arabian Queen? Like, do I have to really dress up a wee bit more? And I thought, nah, it's fine. This is from Egypt. It'll be cool. Like, I spent too long thinking about this. And then I got there. And HM Queen Nara, Her Majesty Queen Nara appeared kind of half naked and started pogoing. And I was like, yeah, we're cool. You know how I like to overthink things, right? Like making sure I got it right. Get the outfit right. Let me see if I can find you the picture of her, actually, for anyone who missed her. I did have it earlier, but I don't know what I did with it. Let me add you a source. Add a new source, please. I don't get super extra, honestly. Here we go. That is Queen Nara. So she has her own crown. She's so soy, isn't she? She does look reluctant though, so that's the reluctant queen. And remember, I did the podcast. If you want to hear her story, you can just see my boobs. This is terrible. Hold on, I'll fix this. She has no legs. She just has her legs spread apart a wee bit. Let me throw her over there. Here we go. She just floats. You have did you scan her? Asteroids, can you PM me the link for her crown? It's not because I'm jealous. No, it's because I'm jealous. So whatever. Where am I at? There should be, but I have to ask GBK. No, if you're looking for a flight, please PM GBK because I'm so bad when I'm streaming. Me and PMs and streaming doesn't work. So yeah, PM GBK, I presume he'll do some sort of flights. Oh my goodness, thank you for the links. A default queen crown. I want a default queen crown. Who do I have to pay to get that's so unfair. That's gorgeous. No, I'm happy for them. I'm just teasing. What else you have? The queen long dress. This was lovely actually. I loved, and they put kind of lace into it. That worked really well. Yeah, that was sweet. And they made her look kind of reluctant. Like she looked like she kind of didn't want to be there. It was perfect. Let me tea some stuff. Buy some ammo. So welcome to Toulan. If anyone has any questions about what's going on, please do ask me. I'm going to save that stuff that you sent. That's cool. See. So it's kind of chilled out a wee bit now, I would think. I guess everybody's kind of got used to how this works. Everyone just went like 5 minutes AFK. It's fine, we can take them ourselves, it'll be fine. So are you guys familiar with how Monria would usually run their events? Like with the whole Monria, I'm gonna bring you up the page 1 second. Probably a bit easier. No. And let me bring you up the page. Give me a wee second. I can make this work a wee bit better. Oh, wrong buttons everywhere. I hope this still works after I mess with this. Okay, so I'm going to drop you the link as to what's going on. I think this would be more helpful than me trying to explain everything. Hopefully that works okay. Okay. Good. Right, okay. Back to shooting mobbies. So remember guys, if you don't know the story about what's going on here, I did a lore on this, a podcast. I read out the story of how this all came about, how HM Queen Nara came to be. If you want to listen to that, it's all free. There's a button underneath my my page, and it's just a wee podcast if you like that sort of stuff. Anyway, 1 week to go until Christmas. Is anybody ready? I feel like so unprepared this year. I feel really bad because we should have been prepared because like we've been locked down so much. I get like the lockdown blues because I feel like I should have done so much more with my lockdown time rather than just playing Drobia forever. You're trying to make Christmas come early with a page drop? Asteroids, it's a brilliant idea. What do you want from Santa? Page drop. You know, on Toulan we get kind of greedy. We want like chapters. On Toulan we just want Monria's chapters. On Toulan it's pages, just a page, not even the whole chapter, just a page. Page I'll be happy with. What have you guys asked for Christmas? Anybody getting something exciting? Anybody into the whole PS5 stuff? I'm not a console gamer. I wouldn't even know where to start. Peace on earth. Peace on earth and mercy mild. Glory to the newborn child. Larry, is that you singing? You never ask for anything. Dyson, I'm kind of the same. I'm the same. Although, Dysona, I know this is so stereotypical, but I am so addicted to the rescue road truckers in Norway. Honestly, this is my new series. I can't stop watching. Every time I watch it, I think of you. The stuff they have to do is mad. Has anyone watched it? Surely it's not just me. I mean, if you think ice road truckers was cool, like these guys in Norway, they shit all over ice road truckers. They're just like, oh, that's nice. You want to travel like a wee couple of miles on the ice? These guys are like, we've got a whole country to keep awake. Ah! I feel for them. I really feel for them. It's brilliant though. And they're so cheeky. I love when you watch stuff like this and you realise like how like the different what's the word? the different humours of different countries come in. So you see like how people take the piss out of each other, essentially. It's my favourite bit. Like people in Germany take the piss out of each other differently from people in France take the piss out of each other. It's brilliant. Seven trucks went off the road this week in the same... Oh, Dysona. This is right up my street on. I've been so addicted to this. It's crazy because if anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about, there's a series on Discovery right now and it's all about Norway and how they have this kind of like elite team of rescue trucks essentially who will like dig 50-ton trucks out of a fucking ditch and yank them out of there, and it's mad because it just seems to be like Norway is one of those places where the weather is obviously wild in the winter and they have snow like most of us have ever seen, but they have a lot of traffic that comes and goes, so they don't have highways the way we would see them because every other highway goes through a mountain. But it's brilliant. Oh man, it's brilliant. I would highly recommend watching it if anyone's into that sort of thing. So what happened with the 7 trucks, Dysona? Did they have to pull them out, or? And it's all to do with snow chains and stuff, isn't it? They don't even wear snow chains here in Scotland, and we get a wee bit of snow, but anyone in the UK knows anybody who has a set of snow chains? In fact, is there anyone here who has a set of snow chains? Like, snow tyres maybe, but snow chains? I don't know anyone with snow chains. Van Gwyn, you have snow chains? And where are you? You can tell me roughly if you don't want to say which country. You didn't see any follow-up, Dysona. Do you know, Dysona, I was really intrigued as to see that they didn't charge so much for the work that they did. I mean, these guys were doing some back-breaking stuff, and I've always thought of Norway as being quite expensive country, but they weren't charging so much. I was really impressed by their nice. Maybe that was for the TV. They were like, oh, we only charge like this amount. I was like, that's a good price. That's very fair. You didn't see any. You're. Thank you. Hi, Sip. Do we call you Sip? Thank you for the follow. Fangleen, you're from Sweden. You never use them, but you have a pair. And is it required that you have a pair there as well, or? Ninja, you always have them in the trunk. And where are you from, roughly? No requirement. I feel like I want a set now. You have snow chains and you live in Norway too, Kinky. Wow. We're over here being very Arabic and hot in the desert, talking about snow chains. It's only required for trucks. Ah, okay. Well, that makes sense. It's such. Don't fall asleep. Alright, don't fall asleep. You travel about Colorado. Ah, okay, so that's very cold. It's government-controlled prices. Oh, Alphacard, you don't think they can just charge what they like? Well, maybe. I was thinking it was very, very reasonable. Very reasonable for the work that they do. But yeah, maybe. Maybe they're not allowed to shaft people like they would do if they were in the UK. Makes sense, right? That would be very unscandinavian. It's very British, but very unscandinavian. Look out for each other, right? But anyway, that's my current favourite show right now is the the road rescues in Norway. I just think it's amazing what these guys do. Is included in the insurance. I was thinking that, Dysona, because there's quite a few times where they talk about well, this is an insurance job, and they kind of you can see them kind of smile like it's an insurance job. Like they had to rescue 30,000 tons of 30,000 euros worth of salmon out of the back of a truck. So the truck was like smashed the fuck upside down in a ditch. Driver was nowhere to be seen. Truck was crushed, but in the back there was 30,000 euros worth of salmon, and the whole point of the job was to rescue the salmon. Get the salmon out, guys, get the salmon out, it'll be fine. As long as we get the salmon out, we'll be fine. It's great. So I love the I love the theory. Fuck the truck, salmon out. No, frozen salmon. Larry, we're in Norway, right? So the things stay frozen for that wee bit longer. So they were kind of watching the temperature, and they were like, oh, it's -5 just now. As long as we get the salmon out, I'll be fine. It's already like a fridge. So as long as the temperature in the air doesn't increase, it'll be good. A truck full of war. What can you imagine? Anyway, we're talking so much shite now. Hey, Zelix, how you doing? Actually, Dysona, you're right. I saw that they were just on ice, not frozen. Is that to keep them fresh or longer? Listen to me getting like super interested in how this all works. Like, and how does that work? If anyone's wondering what's going on, please do feel free to ask. I realise a whole bunch of people just tuned in, and you might be thinking, why is Bonnie sitting with a tiara on her head, and why does it keep slipping down? What are we doing on Toulan? Why is there only 2 people here now, actually? So what had happened was we started this big massive event where we had 5 pages worth of people, whereas they have now kind of filtered out into different places on the planet, and they're all working on their own wee bubble, I guess. So kind of different from boss waves, because although we're doing waves of shared loot mobbies, there's no real sense for everyone to be in the one place. Everyone has one goal here right now, and they want to loot a page, in which will be a deed to get themselves a shop or a booth or an apartment. And that's why we're here. That's why we're doing what we're doing. If anyone has any questions about any of that, please do ask. They mostly ship them to other countries for further processing. A bit like in Scotland, we kind of do the same. Scottish salmon get shipped out. But yeah, I just loved how they were super interested in the salmon, and like, the driver will be fine, like, but the salmon... the salmon. Has anyone watched any new Christmas movies, or does anyone usually watch Christmas movies? I'm kind of looking to find a new one to watch. I've saw all the old ones. Anything new and interesting or decent to watch after, say, 2005 or so? Just stayed frozen. No, they have problems with the when they're on the sea level, they're not so cold. It's when they got through the mountains it gets super cold. I guess like here. The brand new one, and they said it was terrible. Which one was that? was something with Santa's sister. You saw a couple and they were horrible. I've not seen these ones off the card. Old school Christmas movies, Zulu, Moonraker, Only Fools and Only Fools and Horses are amazing. Die Hard, right? Die Hard, it's very Christmassy. Avocard, what movies do you watch with Santa's sister? Are you sure that was a normal movie, Avocard, or? I'm going to be honest, I'm not super keen with the new Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey, who's all in it? Mariah Carey. Ariana Grande, is she in it? No. There's a new song that I don't like. Hold on. I want to bring it up for you. Unless someone can tell me quicker than I can. I just thought it was terrible. Oh Santa. Have you guys heard Old Santa? I can't play it because I'll get DMC'd. Oh Santa. Yeah, so Oh Santa is the brand spanking new song from Mariah Carey, Ariana Grande, and Jennifer Hudson. So like the three big Christmas singers, Mariah Carey, Ariana Grande, Jennifer Hudson. Don't. As much as I love them all equally, this Christmas song, it's not Christmas. To me, like, Christmas song names like Jingle Bells, and it has to be uplifting, it has to be like, it's not, it's very, it's kind of gangsta, very rappy, and I was just like, it's not Christmas. Old school, she was stuck Christmas porn. You just need the Mad TV Terminator 2 parody. Yeah, see, now we're talking. You know, if you hear Oh Santa, I was super excited about it because I know Mariah Carey has a gorgeous voice. Like, I don't know what happened. I guess sometimes they get told that this is the new upcoming sound and this is what you have to sound like, and it's like, no, you don't. It's Christmas. You have to sound like yourself. It's quite cool. Now we're kind of getting less and less people here that we can just take them down all by our big selves. That means the chances of me looking at a page are much higher. Cheers to looking at a page. Mariah Carey has the biggest vocal range. Raply, I completely agree. She's phenomenal. She is phenomenal. And I mean, you might disagree with me, but I kind of felt like, not that she sold herself out, that's far too dramatic, but she is so good that she didn't have to do that song. Like, she could have done her own song and still been phenomenal. Mariah Carey she's gorgeous. She can sing. She's Mrs. Christmas. And I felt that this song sold her short. Male singers, Dimash, listen to him. I don't know him. There's more people arriving. There should be because essentially what we have here right now, guys, is we have a first of something, and that's kind of rare in Entropia. This is one of those things where people will say, oh, do you remember back at the end of 2020 when everybody looted those pages from Toulan? Oh, how I wish I was there and had looted a page from Toulan. This is the time, guys. This is the time to get over here. You're essentially looting a deed to a shop or a booth or an apartment. What's the POS? You PM me on game, Larry, I'll send it to you. Or... Are you in the Toulan chat? Hashtag Toulan? If you're in hashtag Toulan, I'll drop the link. I will. Oh, it's crunchy. Sorry, that's my fault. Range is here, plus Range's friends. Hi, Range. Hello, Range's friends. Welcome. Get ranged. We're getting ranged, apparently. My God, Range. Welcome to you and your wee friends. Oh, this is brilliant. That was super crunchy. Range can make it like extra crunchy. This is so unusual for Range and I actually to be around at the same time, and so thank you so much, Range, for raiding me. I really appreciate that, because Range and I, we stream at super different times, and the only reason that we have now combined is because I was here super early for this event. So I can't say how happy this makes me that Range could raid me. Thank you, Range. Yeah, I swear, Range's friends, I don't always stream in a tiara. Range, tell them that I don't always stream in a tiara. This is when all my people are like, Bonnie's always streaming in a tiara. Like, always in a tiara. Honestly, if I could get away with streaming in a tiara. The reason we're doing this tonight is this. This is the royal decree and the royal event of Toulan. We had HM Queen Nara of Toulan, and I got special permission from the court that I was also able to wear my tiara as a princess of the court. Oh my God, you've been here before. She's always wearing a tiara. That global sound could use some wrenching and a Leon. She, honestly, I don't know. Maybe I should make that my thing. Maybe I should be the streamer who's always wearing the tiara. I would love this. Can I get away with it? Everybody has their thing, right? I should just be the one with the tiara. Oh no! Don't encourage me. Honestly, this will just send me shopping for more tiaras. Don't. There's nothing more that I need than more tiaras. Because you can't wear them in real life. Like, you can't just decide, I'm going to go shopping for a wee handbag and just stick on my tiara. It doesn't happen. A tiara and a whip. Yes. Get the hoodie. King adds you to it. He wears the crown. This is true, Leon. This is true. So we're here over on Toulan. I believe that was where Wrench and his crew were as well. And we're down on the YS. This is the big old Toulan event. Remember, guys, we're here because there is a good chance that we can loot a page which would get you... Oh my goodness! Wrench, that is so kind. Check you out, that's brilliant. So Wrench has just gifted a tier 1 sub to this channel, and he's gave us some emotes. Thank you, Wrench. Oh my goodness, that's so lovely. We're just paying respects to the Queen. That's right. That's right. Hey Rayleigh, how you doing? Ah, you're welcome, Wrench. Least I could do. Now I'm thinking about the possibilities of always wearing a tiara. Actually, have you noticed, like, I mess with my hair a whole bunch less when I have a tiara on? Something looked like it spawned there, actually. Did you see that? So this big tower in the middle, let me show you what that is on the map. That's over here. there is instances over there as well. If Alpha Halley is still about, he can help us out with that. But we can continue over here. These are the evolved Waish. So these are ones that can now work on land. The purple ones are the best ones. Those are where the loot lives. Go for the purple ones. You were following Bonnie earlier in the big mobs in cases. I like it, Wrench. I like that strategy. Thank you for the follow. I'm so sorry that my sounds get crunchy. But sometimes, I don't know, my sounds, the later the night goes on, the more crunchy they get. I don't know how software works. If anybody does, maybe they can fix my file 15. This is a file 15 error. What do I get when I graduate on Toulan? Alpha Halley. Spectrum, long live Queen Nara and Bonnie. Honourable guest. Oh, thank you, Spectrum. I'm going to turn that down a wee fraction. It's crunchy as hell. That is so kind. Oh, thank you. Long live Queen Nara, I agree. Our pogo dancing, slightly naked queen. I know I turned it down, Leon. It gets crunchier as the night goes on. I have no idea what happens. It's quite low volume crunchy, so it's okay. Right, I'm going to go AFK like 10 seconds. I'll be right back, guys. If there's anyone who's just tuned into my wee stream, if you can give me a wee follow or even just hang about, that's awesome. I'll be back super, super fast. Apologies. So I'm going to catch up with the rest of the guys just over there. While we're walking, I'm just going to get rid of some of this crap so that I can run just quickly with the portable TT. Toulan is one of those planets where you get so much stuff. Just have to get rid of all. I'm sorry if you're a reseller. We're at an event, like I have to get rid of it quickly. Just forgive me for I have sinned. Yeah, this will be fine. Let's run. Run, bunny, run. I might actually, let me show you one wee trick in case you guys have never done this before. I'm sure most of you have done this before. I'm going to send my vehicle home. Let me show you 1 second. I'm going to send a bunch of stuff that I don't need back with my vehicle. Probably still want that one. Oh, it's my quad that's so heavy. Of course. Okay, so what we're doing with the VTOL, so we filled the VTOL full of shit, right? So I'm now going to place the VTOL just there, and I'm going to send her back to storage. So essentially it's taking all the crap that I don't want back to storage. So we're just going to do recall all vehicles, which is this button here. So recall all vehicles to planet storage. So that one's going to go back with all my stuff in it, back to storage. Now I can run. Simple. Simple. So what's going on now? Let me catch up with these guys. So everybody's kind of factioned off into little groups. There's one group here, one group there. Haruka says, when you need a quad too, you can follow GBK. Larry, where are you and your team? Do you need a pause? Larry was coming in with a group as well. If there's anyone who's on their way to Toulan and who needs a pause, I'm going to try really hard to look at PMs. But even if you say in the chat, you're with us, well, that's good. It's good. It's good. If anyone's coming over and they need anything, just shout. We're trying to make this work. We did have the bosses of Toulan were here and listened to my big old story. There's no mobs left. I was thinking that. Have we killed them all? There's one. A royal break for the queen. Oh shit, breaking stuff now. Found some. My hair's all up in the way. Any royal dinner plan with the Queen? Spectrum? That's such a good question. I was in chats with the Queen's court today. I got a nice picture of the Queen. I'd asked them if they were to send me over something for the Queen so I could show it to you guys. Let me show you. Oh, you have it there. On the right hand side. So that is the picture of the Queen. I think it's really cool what they've did there. Like, they've really brought the story together. And the Queen was there and she was having an audience with the players there. I'm sure if we would request a special audience with the Queen to suggest something, that we might get the privilege of a royal court. We'd have to behave ourselves though. I was allowed to wear my tiara as a princess of the court, because to be fair, like, I could potentially be princess of Abdera. Is anyone British? Larry, you're British. How does it work? Could I be princess of Abdera, Larry? Larry's a queen too. Could I call myself Princess of Abdera? Oh my god. Not when you're dead, body. Have to heal. Have to heal. A banquet? Yeah, we should have a banquet. Where the fuck's that Queen? Be kicking ass on your mobs all night, Queenie. Where's the banquet? Larry has replied, you're British. You're not quite as British though. welcome anyone who's just tuned in. If you have any questions about where we are, what's going on, why the hell this is so different to anything else, please do ask. And this is Toulan's first actual major event like this. These are Waish, so these live under the sea. If you can imagine, a bit like Leviathan. So these are evolved Leviathan, and they've evolved that they just swim. I love this. What's cool about them? Well, they swim on the land. Under the sea. Don't ask, Troy. Don't make me do it. Under the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Under the sea. Sand swimmers. Yes, Larry. Sand swimmers. I like this. What's with the queen? And she's only covering my compass at the moment. Maybe my reload. Do you want to see that? Let me drop my reload stuff down there. I got a really wide screen, so you're not missing much. That is the Queen of Toulan. Do you want me to give you a quick recap of who she is? So underneath my stream, there's a bunch of buttons. One of them is a podcast. In my podcast, there is the lore. One of them is the lore to Toulan. It's called The Reluctant Queen. Does she got any function? All the functions, Fight Club. So essentially, she is a how do we describe? A dev. Let's call her a dev on Toulan. So she will be the one who's going to be spawning bosses and creating events such as this. So the event that we have here just now is because of Queen Nara. So it's kind of lore stuff, and you have to kind of be into the lore side of things to find it fun. I like when the events have a story, if that makes sense. She is a real player. Yeah, she's real. She's real, but she's official. So she's not us. She's not like us. She's not like us. She's an official. She's a real official player. She's the queen of Toulan. She's definitely not us. Us. I'm the queen of Abdera. I'm calling it from now on in. Larry said it was fine, right, Larry? I'm queen of Abdera. So I was granted permission from the royal court of Toulan that I could attend in my official crown and tiara, being queen of Abdera and stuff like that. It's fine. We're making this up as we go along. Larry's like, yeah, whatever. This is good. He's like, you do you, Bonnie. You do you. Right, let's head back. So Waish seem to be the biggest mob so far. So what would you imagine, right? So if you were to try to loot yourself one item, and this item doesn't have any value, so let's say it's 0.01 pick, would you want to try the really big mobs or the really small mobs? What would be your theory on this? Bigger mobs the better, smaller mobs, more loot chances. How would you work this? What would you think? In EU, you can be who you want to be. Yep, absolutely. just from logic should be small ones, but EU doesn't follow any logic. I wonder. See, I would think to work big mobs because you have more of a chance to get more stuff, essentially. But maybe not. Dice on that is so true. Maybe the big ones have a chance of looting something else. Yeah, maybe they're not so much chance to fail. Unless specific pages were assigned to specific mob types and small mobs are apartments only. Bum bum bum. Does Toulan team have the ability to pick maturities for drops? So Ugalk. I'm sorry, I haven't said your name wrong. Let me give you the wee tiny bit of insider knowledge that we've managed to glean from the Planet Partners. So the Planet Partners have been in the stream tonight, and we had a few of them here being very kind to us. And we always like when they're very kind to us because we can glean information, right? No, I'm joking. And what they had said was that there is chances for these things to be looted not just from the one maturity. So I think they've done the wise choice in that they have spread things out throughout the Toulan planet. So it doesn't say that every single one is going to be dropped from a big massive YS. Which is interesting, right? Thank you for the follow, Forian. What are these pages worth? So each page, there's 103 pages. 3 have been discovered so far. They only got launched, 1 week ago, roughly? They are each worth an apartment or a shop or a booth. Essentially, you're coming here to Toulan to work through mobs, not these ones. So there's other mobs, there's much smaller mobs than this. We have specifically chosen the most difficult mobs for this. So if the level 59 is of no threat to you, then you can come here and hunt those. But they have... to me, that looked like that mob's soul just arrived from under that. Was it just me that saw that? Or... I was pretty sure I killed that mob and then its soul like respawned underneath it and was like, this is my soul. Now you have to kill my soul. Okay. It was just me and Larry apparently. Nobody else saw that, honestly. I'm going to clip it if nobody else does. So to answer the question, it's not just going to be the biggest and baddest killers who can loot stuff. I would imagine it's very closely aligned to the Monria chapter drops. We have to consider this is the Monria team who are here right now and kicking ass. So if anything, it's going to be similar to how they run stuff. Hey Strice, thank you. I mean, this is how I always dress. And I'm dead. Strice, you killed me, Strash! Strash, you killed me! Any excuse. Any fucking excuse to dress up, like honestly. Even my chair's dressed up. It's like jingly and stuff. Just in my work. Larry, what do you think I do? In fact, don't. We were only dressed up because we were having an audience with the Queen. I feel really weird now as a hunter. I'm out here like kicking ass on mobbies and dying, and I'm like, I'm wearing a tiara because honestly we were having a chat with the Queen earlier. You're like, hey, Bonnie, whatever. Nobody believes you. Warrior Queen. Xena Warrior Princess. She was gorgeous. So the reason we're on so early, I'm probably too much wine too early tonight. Honestly, I'm going to be like fast asleep by like 10 o'clock. Like drunk and asleep by 10 o'clock. What more do you want in life? The reason we're here so early is because we're here at the big old Toulan event. This is the first of its kind. This is the Virtual Sense Toulan event. This is going to be going on the entire weekend, and you have the chance to loot yourself an apartment, a shop, a booth, which you can of course sell to somebody else for lots of money. If you're not here on Toulan right now trying to loot yourself one of these pages, then what are you doing? What are you doing, man? Strash, like there's no how do you win. You just have to get your wee bum over here. Every single one of you should have your wee bum over here on Toulan and loot these pages. There are 103 pages. 3 of them have been found. 100 left to go. This is going to be one of those things in like, like 10 years time. We're like, oh, I wish I was there and got one of those for nothing. Yeah, just like that. There's no requisite. Just get your bum over here and loot something. Hey, Bram, it's your wife's birthday. Happy birthday to the wife. And you're working. Well, I mean, it's good reason. You're working and it's the wife's birthday. But you can come tomorrow, right? What happens if you find one? This is such a good question. So if you were to loot one of the pages, so literally just one page, then you chat with the bosses who were here earlier, and we had the bosses of Toulan / Maria and the chat, and they will trade you an apartment. Like, it's so simple. Kind of looking back in 10 years, remember when all went to Toulan and Bonnie looked at 40 pages? See? What damage are those, Walish? Can someone help with the Wyish? Wyish damage? Guys, Wyish damage. Where the fuck is Dracul? Do we see his name 3 times? Dracul. No, he's not even online. Fucking hell. Rubbish. Yeah, so you all must be here at least for the next couple of weeks. The cool thing with this is, so let me just show you quickly this probably shouldn't be showing you because this is not what I'm here to promote. But if you're here, right, you get codex. Let me show you. So codex is on Toulan. I have all this codex to claim. Get attacked. Random one. Random one. So there's codex. Bonnie's about to die. There's codex on Toulan, so you can't see what I'm claiming. That helps. That's very, very helpful. Right, so codex is here. I'm going to come back and not die. Hold on. I was trying to be helpful. So codex is here. So if you want to come to Toulan and you want to grind a wee bit and you want to get one of these apartments or shops or booths to sell on, guys, what are you doing elsewhere? So what I was trying to show you, one second. I'm gonna show you this really quickly. Great. So codex is here, as you saw from me clicking it and dying. Do haul, claim reward, claim fucking whatever, dexterity. The codex is here, right? What's also here is the mayhem. So let me show you that. If we're going to go to events and we decide that we want to jump back into mayhem 4 or whatever. I can't do mayhem 4 because I'm not allowed. Let's do mayhem. Let me show you super quickly. So I'm just going to jump into practice just to show this is possible. So from Toulan, not only are you getting codex, but you can also do your mayhem. If you want to come to mayhem, the mayhem is just the same. So you have your, I'm in practice, just to show. So if you want codex is here. If you want to do your mayhem, the mayhem is here too. But you also, on your downtime, you have the chance to loot a fucking shop. Honestly, guys, I can't explain this enough. If anyone has any questions, stop the madness. You guys are cool with this, right? Someone just looked at a page from Wahesh. Yeah, like it's mad. But these things are dropping like mad. Stop the bus, I want to get off. You need to do everything to get your wee bums over to Toulan right now to do your mayhem, continue with your codex and loot yourself a fucking shop. Ah! Oh, sorry, Nefel. I was getting carried away. I did see your wee chat. No, you're it's fucking such a good question. No, you do not have to hunt the ones that I'm hunting. The reason I'm hunting these is because they're pretty. But any of the shared loot mobs will get you something. So the do-hauls, I had showed the do-hauls earlier. Do you want me to show the do-hauls again? The do-hauls are the... I should actually. I'm going to do this properly, I should show you those again. We had checked out some of the other mobs that are in this event, essentially. Yeah, there's so many of them. So this event is running as of tonight until Sunday. But they have these mobbies everywhere. These YS were just here because this is bigger ones. I see this like I can kill them, but Let me show you the other ones. Give me 1 second. Hey, Soul Rapper. You're telling you got to go to Toulan to hunt. Yeah. Let me go. Oh, that was nice. Actually, really nice. I'm going to get AFK 10 seconds. Then I'm going to give you all the links of all the places that you have to go to. Right back, guys. Just like 10 seconds. Thank you. I just like chatting to myself. I appreciate the feedback. So I was just saying that we're down here on the the YS, but if you want to go to the other mobs, they're up there in the snowy mountains. It's very early for me to have wine. It's like it's too much wine too early. Try my best, guys. So let's have a look. So we're just gonna check and see how many people have looked at this so far. So what's the count on the pages so far? We've got 2 tonight plus 3, so that's 5. Fucking hell. So many. Yeah, we really had to get a move on here now, guys. Get your wee bums over to Toulan. Like, you can still do your FFA if you want to do your mayhem during the day. Kick ass tonight to get, honestly, the place to be. The place to be now. There is Codex. There is mayhem. There is no reason for you not to be here, right? Here you can see all the estates on Toulan. Thank you, Spectrum. Your game keeps crashing. I thought that mob was dead. Was it just me who thought that mob was dead, or was I was sitting here like, oh, it's fine, I go and chat to people. It's like, it's not dead, Bonnie, it's not dead. Fucking hell. You feel the need to get over there as soon as you can, Strash. I'm feeling that too. Like, I feel like I have to hunt harder, be better, do gooder, be faster. I'm getting slow over here. Essentially what we have now is a grab for these pages, and if you're in on the lore, you know that they are out there just my oh my. There's so many planets where we, or where I at least get lots of PMs. They're like, oh, can you tell me where the shopkeeper is on next island? Can you tell me where a shopkeeper is on Age of Grace? And I'm like, can you tell me where a shopkeeper is on Toulan? And it's kind of like, well, there's none really currently. And they're like, oh, I just need to buy a mining amp, or I just need to buy X. And you're like, oh, yeah, I know most shops would usually have that, but not just now. And the reason is these planets need those shops. They need those shops where they have oil, they have thrusters, they have mining amps, they have the other amps. These shops are needed on all planets. And if you were to be the lucky one who were to loot one of these shops in this loot tonight, or tomorrow night, or the next night, yes, you need a page. Exactly. Get yourself a page. Get yourself a page. Particularly as other people are still trying to loot them, right? These guys still need damage enhancers. Oh, there's so much to be had with this. Like, I can't say it too enough because I can't pretend like I'm advertising this planet. I'm just telling you what I know. Oh my goodness, Dizona! Dizona is so kind. I'm gonna go bright red. Oh, that's so kind. Thank you. Oh my god. I'm not going bright red. I'm not going bright red. I'm trying not to go bright red. Oh, now I've dropped my TR and everything. Ah! Thank you. I really appreciate that. Night Flight has subscribed for 4 months. Thank you, Night Flight. Actually, Dice won't let me fix it. I turned it down because it got super crunchy earlier. I can rerun stuff. Hold on. Watch this. Oh crap, it's the Toulan thing is over it. Oh shit. I messed up. Let me push that up. Hold on to fix it. You're camped here. Nightlight. Esel Beast, thank you. Thank you for the follow. I'm going to fix this. Dysona, 1 second to fix it. I turned it down because it was crunchy, but let's see if this works. Is that bear? I think it was still a wee bit crunchy, but I really appreciate it still. Dysona just does that For the sound, right? That'll do it. Hello, Belko. How you doing? Belko was like, why is Bonnie with the tiara? Belko was probably like, why is Bonnie with the tiara again? Welcome back, Range. And Night Flight probably didn't get any sign too. Hold on, Night Flight. See? I can fix the sound. There's a few things that I can do. One of the things that I can do is the sound. Thank you, Night Flight. Very nice. Oh, thank you, Bilko. I appreciate that. It's getting a wee bit frizzy now. We've been on for a wee while, but still not the end of the world. And my chair is even dressed up for the occasion. We have the jingle jangles on the chair. Oh, Nightlight. That's so kind. Thank you. You know, it's so funny for me. Like, I have lots of fun with this. I know it sounds silly, but I love the hours that I spend kind of thinking, oh, what am I going to wear? I could wear this, I could wear that. And I just play in my bedroom and I'm like, oh, I try on so many outfits. Like, no, it's not quite right. And it has to be more sophisticated. The one thing I thought was it has to be more sophisticated for the Queen. I was playing around with the tiara and I had this on my head. I had this draped over, then I had it like the mask that they have, and I thought, well, this is kind of a wee bit too. It didn't work for me, and I played around with the whole thing. And I'll be honest, I have so much fun with that side of the stream. With the outfits, with the cosplay, with the makeup. I love this, and if you guys think it's okay too, then this is perfect for me. Although I did like the way you put that Night Flight worth the ticket. The ticket to the stream is perfect. It's a good way to put it. So we're here on Toulan and we're trying to loot some pages. This is the very first Virtual Sense Toulan event. We had the devs, and earlier there has been 3 pages looted so far out of 103. That means there's 100 left for us, right? The thing is, they're not all stuck to the big mobbies, so even if you can't hunt these things that we're hunting, the pages are also within the other mobs, so you should come and play too, right? So I'm just getting all up in this wee mobby's face because he was unreachable. Does anyone have any questions about what's going on Toulan? Or are you guys like, we know, Bonnie, we know. If you're not on Toulan right now, what are you doing with your life? Because this will be the one time in the universe where people will look back and say, oh, I wish I was on Toulan at that point to win all those chapters. Pages. You have no idea. You question everything you're doing. I think I want to take my tiara off. Good night, Wrench. I feel like I'm getting too... Let me see if I can take it off. Whoa. Let me fix my hair, hold on. I can chat to you like normal people. Give me a second. Fix my hair. Okay, now we can talk. Fucking hell. It's a long time with that thing on my head. Hairbrush. I know, where's my hairbrush? Oh my god, it's gone. It's gone. Come on. Is Toss going to end up with a shopping apartment in Toulan? Maybe. Might try and unravel my tiara. It's such a hot mess. It's a hot mess. We're gonna put it over there. We can deal with this hot mess in the morning. Yeah, so the reason you have to come over to Toulan just now is there are pages dropping in the loot, and those pages are essentially deeds. There's not many times in your Entropia life where you will find deeds in the loot, but right now is one of them. So please, if you can get your wee bums over to here, get over to Toulan. If not, this event is going on tonight, Saturday and Sunday, so there's no mad rush. You feel with your life. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine, Strash. You'll be fine. Anyway, my lovelies, this has been early for me to stream, but it's been a long stream. So if it's okay with you, I'm going to call it for tonight. I took my tiara off. That's it. Once my tiara off, that's me. Like, done, guys. I have to put my tiara back on. I can stream some more. It's funny, eh? It's funny how much the tiara does. Should probably always stream in a tiara. Be fine. Let's see who wants a wee raid for tonight. Shall we go to Euphoria? We haven't been to her in ages. Usually it's really difficult for me because I'm usually a late streamer and I can't usually raid these people. Dysona tomorrow is 100%. Tomorrow we'll have our big old Saturday stream. So Thursday, so yesterday I was not quite myself because of my ear. I was at the doctor's and whatnot. Tonight we had the event, but tomorrow will be our usual Saturday night stream. So yeah, tomorrow will be brilliant. I will bring you as much fun as I can possibly bring. So yeah, tomorrow will be our same stream as always. Tonight I'm going to raid you across because it's super fucking early and usually I don't get to do this. Who have I not raided? I just have one question though for you guys. Can I wear a tiara tomorrow? Or I think I felt better with the tiara. I'm pretty sure I could do anything whilst I wear a tiara. This could be fine, right? I think this should be my new MO. As long as Bonnie has her tiara on, she's like super confident. You need to wear it as long as you're on Toulan. P. Johnson, I'm gonna put it back on then. Only if JBK wears one. Actually, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go with just like always. Anyway, Princess of Toulan. The Queen is taken. This is true, Monria, who's aunt. I was awarded Monria, so aunt from the hold on, to shoot your mummies. From the royal structure of Monria had said, no, not Monria, from Virtual Sense, had said that I was allowed to wear a tiara tonight. So you have to be careful when you're in the company of royalty. So for example, we saw HM Queen Nara of Toulan, and you would not always be allowed to wear a tiara when you're around royalty, depending on what your royal decree is. So I spoke with the royalty of Toulan today, throughout the day, and they had checked in and they had said, as Princess of Abdera, I was allowed to be a princess of the court, and I could wear I could wear my tiara. So Monria / Anne, I'm a princess of the court, so I'm allowed to wear my tiara. Honestly, Aunt's like, what the fuck do you and DME talk about all day long? Like, honestly. It was really funny. It was really funny. And I love the lore sort of stuff. Like, honestly, that was brilliant. Anyway, we have to raid across to somebody else because you just do as you're told. Oh my. So I have found somebody else who is on Toulan. They seem to be Russian. I don't know if they speak English or not. Oh my god. Let me see who else we have. Who's on Toulan? Lord Om is on Toulan. Shall we go over here? Let's find somebody who probably speaks English on Toulan. Hold on 1 second. Oh wait, I can't leave. I want to show. Fuck. Pause me in. Pause. I can't leave just now. Oh my god, my eye is twitching. My eye is twitching. Oh. My eye is twitching. We can't leave. We want to show. Can you see that? My eye is twitching. It's got a nervous twitch. Holy moly, do you see this? My crown is falling and my eye is twitching. I mean, we have to prepare ourselves for the level 364. Evolved. Wash. Supreme. Yes. Yes, baby, yes. My hair hurts and everything. Hold on. To put this chain thingamabobber up there. Okay. Let's do it. This is why we're here tonight. This thing is going to give me a page. Come on, baby. Look at him and his wee fat pink booty. Yes, get him. Level 364 YS. Supreme. So So bear in mind, these things apparently just learned how to get out of the water today. Today they learned to get out of the water, so they have evolved. Oh my god, he's going down. Oh, but he's gorgeous. Look at his wee pinky purple face. Oh, he's so handsome. What a handsome mobby. What a handsome mobby. Look at that wee thing. He's so pretty. And he's squishy. Oh, I want one as like a smushy. Bonnie, stop smushing the mobs. Come on, big coffee. Goes black when he dies. 179 ped. At least we killed him, right? At least we killed him. No, cancel that. Dead mobs everywhere. What the fuck is that? Oh. That doesn't look right. So now they are spawning. I kinda don't want to leave. That sounds terrible. I was so like, oh, let's raid somebody, and we're like, I don't want to leave. I put my Tira back on again, and now we can't leave because we now have level 364 Wire Supremes. I can't leave now. Can't leave now. Now we're here forever. I'm sorry guys, but you live here now, so welcome. Glowing spiffingly to candy. Do you think this is where they spawn? Did we find the place where they spawn? Maybe. The tiara has been redonned. The boss mobs have been respawned. This could be a poem. Now we can't leave. Well, this is it. This is our life now, guys. Welcome to your new life. We're back 10 seconds. I'm just gonna close the mic on the camera. Oh my goodness. I was so AFK when you did that, Ant. Bloody hell. Ant has donated. That is so kind. Be all embarrassed now. I'm so embarrassed. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Saskia is here. Saskia, Sun and Shine. Saskia and I go way, way back. And so thank you so much. And Boris has subscribed on YouTube. YouTube. My YouTube, not going to promote it. My YouTube is not like my Twitch. My YouTube is not as good as my Twitch, but it's there. So I appreciate that as well. Actually, I have to get 20 more followers on YouTube before I get the chance to create my own like linky my doofers and thingamabobbers and stuff like that. So if you have YouTube and you want to click on my YouTube, I appreciate that, but you don't have to. Bloody hell. I miss all the good stuff when I'm AFK. Less AFK, more at the keyboard. Bonnie. So let me see what the team are doing and where I'm supposed to be. I'm getting paused. They're like, can you please get back here? You saw me on the fly on Toulan. If anyone has any questions about what is going on in Waterjane and the big old Toulan event, it's running over in the course of the weekend. We are essentially trying to loot a shop, pretty much. I mean, there's no other way to put this. We want to loot a shop. Who doesn't want to loot a shop? And where have you ever had in your life had the chance to loot a shop? And I really tangled up my entire thing. I'm going to try and fix it. I'm going to try and fix it while we're working. So I broke it. Just really fucked. Like, I broke it in the middle. Hey, K-Fire. How are you? Good to see you. Wow. There are so many here. This is brilliant. So this is essentially a boss wave. They've worked out that they can... Sorry, I'm just pushing my chair out of the way. There's my chair over here. They've worked out that they can spawn bosses. I guess this is just a kind of wave event. So the bosses are only going to spawn while the wave is going on. So guys, you have to get your asses over here to Toulan. Not only to work your codex, because they have codex now, but also to try and loot yourself a wee page, which is the same as a deed to an apartment or a shop or anything like that. This is mad. Why are you not here? Everyone should be here. Hey Doss, how you doing? Don't mind me, I'm trying to unlock my necklace. Do players have to finish their starter missions to join an instance? Which instance are you talking about, Doss? So if you're on Monria, they do have the Nara core. Thank you. This is my hair. By my big self. Sometimes I do play about with my hair, but no, this is mine. No, so sometimes you do have to for like the Nara core, for example, you have to do your missions to get Nara core Mac 1, Nara core Mac 2, Nara core Mac 3. But for these things, you can just come and play with us and you still have the chance. What did Unicate get? Hold on. Hold the boss. Have a look. See you off. 79 grats, Unicate. Don't say that, Leon. Don't say that. That would be so mean. That would be so mean. I'd be like, what's this? What are we dealing with now? Can you choose between the prizes? No, Dysona, I don't think you can. I think each individual shop or instance has been given a name tag essentially. So maybe I would loot floor 1, mall 2 or something like that. So it's already assigned. I don't have the choice as to which one. Yeah. Where's the rest of the team? Why is it just me? Yeah, I think so, I've not looted one. I mean, if I could loot one, maybe I could tell you guys better. If only I could loot one. I'm teasing. They can't influence loot like that. But it would be nice, right? If I were to loot one, I could show you guys exactly how it looks and exactly... They're like, Bonnie, keep trying. No chance. No chance. Decanti Marty. Those death poses, I know, right? Yeah, I think so, Dysona. I think you get to see. Hold on, we can check with the new items list. New items. GBK. Maybe not. That's interesting. They're not shown on the items. I wonder how that works. Okay, so apparently it's in the item description of the page which item you get for that page. I just want to loot one. Just want to loot one. If you could get one of those shopkeepers, those things are cutthroat. I know, right? The kid looks fun. I'll try and stay alive long enough, Doss, for this to look fair. Do I have 4 of them on me just now? One of them has to have a page, right? Are the bosses still here? Someone tell the bosses to turn it on. Oh, Alpha card. Alpha Halley. Impressively easy to spot the mobs. They glow, Dysona, they glow. And I see I have 6 of them on me. So you would think, being someone who should impressively easily be able to see the mobs, that I wouldn't get stuck with 6 of them on me, but apparently this is the way. I was trying to undo my necklace, which I broke earlier. For fuck's sake. To fix it, hold on. I have to fix my necklace and not die all at the same time. This is the way. This is the way, Decanti, this is the way. Ah, it's so fucked. Ah. No, I'm so fucked. I have to come back and kill all of these and pay attention. Buggers. Essentially, this event runs for the whole weekend, remember, so you maybe have to find yourself your own wee spawn. See what you get from that. At the start, we were all like all over each other's spawns, and now we're like, oh, it's my spawn, because you're trying to loot yourself the page. Anyway, this will be my last shout on these. I've got a wee group that I have to kill whilst I undo this necklace. Made such a mess. Now all we need on Toulan is bigger and better items and loot. I agree, Fahali. I think they will be there. We'll just have to make them. Make it so, make it so. So that's one of my sock mates. Belko has just found a rare scarf. I'm surrounded by these fucking things. Where's my team? Team! Sugar. Holy moly, which one was I shooting at now? Hey, Kai, thank you for the follow. I have no idea which one. You're the newbie that Doss is talking about. Fuck. Fuck. There are so many. Let's see what we can do with this lot. We have a few. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Got focus, right? Give me a wee second. I'm just going to pull my health bar in places where I can watch it. It is a cool scarf. He's just paused us in on this. So this is my sock mate, Belko, who just looted something really quite cool. Let me show you this 1 second. I'm sorry, this is getting really complicated now. So he got a Mufasa scarf, which looks like this. It is really unusual for the game, don't you think? So we're really kind of pushing it now beyond my usual streamy stuff. What you're seeing now is me working with my sock and my team, and Belko, one of my sock, has just looted this. That's mad. I'd love to see how that works with helmets and stuff. Bloody hell. Oh, and everybody's coming in. This is good. Look at all those people. Look at all those people. That was a cool scarf, eh, Alpha Card? Bloody hell. Did Bill craft that? No, he looted it, I think. How do you get the mission from the guy in the Guardian Village? He just shows me some people. Kiash Alpha Card is probably your best person for this. Egret says. Alpha Card is super good at these sorts of things. Did you see how quickly they all like scrambled? They were like, you want us to fix stuff? Yeah, no bother. No bother. We'll fix stuff. Just like that. Madness, madness. There are so many people here. Okay, I will have to call it for tonight. I'm sorry we got super excited because the bosses had came, but I was supposed to call it a wee bit earlier because I always want to show you guys the best stuff that I can possibly show. I'm going to bring you this again tomorrow with more interesting stuff. Tonight they're kind of still figuring it out. And tomorrow we'll bring some more of this sort of thing. I'm gonna leave here for now. I'm gonna do your raid on somebody else. This was a super early stream for me, like super fucking early. And let me check who we're ready to raid. We want to raid somebody on the same sort of thing. Who is here? What are you doing? Okay, there's only one I see who is here with us. So let's go over to them. So, my lovelies, thank you so much for being here. I'm so sorry that it was super early. I will be back tomorrow for my normal time.